Hello, today is World Suicide Prevention Day, and I have gone through the statistics which are very high that about 8 lakh people are committing suicide through the world every year, and that in India, about one student is committing suicide every hour. Especially recent news about suicide being committed at one place in Rajasthan, Kota, is in news. So I want to tell the persons that suicide is not a choice and how you should know the truth that why it is not a choice. Everyone in one's life goes through ups and downs, goes through very good periods and very bad periods, setbacks, losses, humiliation, very catastrophic events which may affect you, oneself, or many people, or large number of people in the world. Life is not a straight line. It is up and down, up and down. I'm a doctor, I'm a surgeon, but I have also felt these anxieties, depressions, and difficulties about what to do in a given situation, what not to do. When one feels that one is in the very very dark well and there is no light anywhere. So, like when my mother, you can see in the picture behind that, she died at a very young age due to cancer breast, and I was very much attached to her. She suffered for about 3 years and had surgeries, radiations, radiotherapy, and eventually she succumbed to this cancer. And I was feeling very bad. And some other situations also in life. Uh, I think everybody goes through the phases, and it is important to use your own experience, even for the listeners, rather than getting into a depression, to help others, to share your experiences, and to come out with these that others can learn that this is if you or anyone is thinking of committing a suicide to end the great life and miracle and wonder which the evolution has made one into a human being. This is wrong. You have to think that your feelings may not be the right feelings. You have to challenge your feelings. You have to do research that your feelings at that moment, at this moment, are not the right feelings. What you are feeling and thinking is not right for yourself, for anyone who is related to you, for the world, because you owe to yourself and to the world what you are, and you have, at a whatever stage you are, you have taken so much from the world, and you have to have gratitude for that, and you are bound to return what you have taken to the world, and you can only return if you are alive and working and doing. So I have actually written the things by my own mind and by researching. So, like, if you are in a difficult situation, you must know that you are the master of your own destiny. You alone. And if you keep going in this universe, everybody may be destined for something. So that destiny eventually you will find. And believe me, that when you will work towards that, that will be your achievement. If you keep going, that will be your life. That will be your struggles, you will be your achievements. Your pain will be your achievement because this will become a memory that you had pain and you overcame that. And you will find happiness and destiny, very beautiful destiny. This is for sure. And you see, every day in the world for everyone is a new beginning which brings new hopes, new opportunities, and new ways of finding success. Do not compare yourself to anyone. For example, a fish cannot fly in the air like a crow, and a crow cannot swim inside the water, but they are happy in their own situation. Everybody cannot be Einstein, everybody cannot be king, everybody cannot be the most successful businessman, everybody cannot be the prime ministers of one country or every country. So, you, whatever situation you are, that is your situation. Be proud of yourself, love yourself, love everything in yourself. You see, you have eyes, you have ears, you have nose, you have tongue, like I'm talking. You have brains, you have a healthy heart, a healthy lung. Like somebody who was being jealous of another person having very beautiful and luxury and expensive shoes. So he came outside and found somebody who had using very rugged and old shoes, much more rugged and old than him. And then he found someone who didn't have any shoes at all. And then he found someone who didn't have one foot, and another person who didn't have both the feet. So there will be people higher than you, having much more problems than you, and much less problems than you, much more money than you, much less money than you. But in a given situation, your happiness, your peace, and being proud of what you are is within your control. Your feelings are your feelings, but your feelings are not the feelings of the world outside you. The external world will have its own thinking and own feeling. But one thing you can control is you can control yourself. You can change yourself for better. You can feel happy. The world, whosoever may try to, and you may think world is the people, your relative, your friend, your circumstances, your boss, the government, whatever is trying to make you happy, rob you, and insult you, and make your life difficult. And but you, if you blame the world, you will be having negative vibes. Don't blame yourself. Don't do self criticism. Don't have negative feelings. Only have a positive feeling, positive hope, because that beautiful morning will come to your world. There is always light at the end of a tunnel, and you will go through that tunnel. As you make progress, as you keep going, you will find the light. Because the problems are not with yourself alone, the problems are with whole of the world. I went through the statistics, and in India alone, in 2020, 1,39,000 and some hundred people committed suicide, and 88,000 plus something to by hanging themselves. And 21, it increased to 1,53,000 people committing suicide, and 93rd 3,000 by hanging themselves. And in 54 years in India, the 4.7 crore people have committed suicide. What is this? A creation, a mother and father. Mother kept a person in the womb with love and hope and breastfed that. and brought that up. The parents gave their own food, their own things. The mother gave the blood, the bones, the efforts to keep you alive. Otherwise, a small baby cannot be kept alive unless the mother and father, the society gives you something. The people grow food. Somebody is protecting you, the police, the army, somebody is giving you knowledge. They have all great people. They have developed the science, the agriculture, the environment, the technology which we are using, the ways to be happy, the movies, the drama, the songs, the you know literature, the dance forms. See all these things, the instrumental music, they all have been developed by some people, and they are available to you. So not only that the costly things you want or the achievements you want, they are very important to you. The people live in very different ways in their life. If I think of my family, so somebody is a businessman, somebody is an advocate, somebody is a doctor, someone is a shopkeeper, somebody is in service in my street, somebody is something, somebody is doing laborer. All of us, everybody in the world, they came from forests. We have evolved from the forest, from the hunter gatherers who were running for their lives in the forest, in the jungles, by wild animals, and we were dying in floods. Even now, huh? In natural, the dinosaurs that were big, they disappeared. There were ice age. So these changes in life are to be accepted. Don't reject the changes. The difficulties which you are facing, the pain you are facing, is like the pain of a larva and pupa, of a seed that breaks and the new plant grows and the butterflies flies away. Beautiful butterfly. This pain of yours, don't commit suicide, will transform into very beautiful achievements. Then you will look back, yes, this pain, these difficulties made you what you are. Nobody, even our prophets, God, when comes to world, in our things, the things are not important. Money and achievements are not important. The people are giving away. Mahatma Buddha gave away the castles, the riches. Mahatma Gandhi gave away the clothes, the comfortable life, enjoyable life of being a barista. Lord Rama gave away castle, went to the forest to fight the demons. So Lord Christ, for the sins of the world, that went to the cross and was nailed to the cross and gave its life, bore the pain. And this is the way that life goes on for each and every person. Don't commit suicide. Think. Stop. Think. You are not doing anything brave, anything courageous. The courage lies in facing the difficulties, in coming out from the battle of the life. Fight the battle of the life, fight the war of the life. You will have some injuries, mental injuries, and some physical injuries. Bear them, and these will heal with time. Don't think that these will stay. With time, every wound heals, whether that is physical or mental. Your wounds will are on this world Suicide Prevention Day. I want to give my own message. I have seen as a doctor surgeon working throughout the world and in many hospitals, the people who keep hope, they have better immunity. They come out well from their diseases and from the deathbeds. I've seen them. Those who don't have hope, those who don't cling on to the hope, they are the ones, those who are not courageous, they are the ones who sink, who get into stress, who get into fear. Don't let your fear come into you. Inside your heart, have faith, have love, have peace, and have connect yourself to the divine, to the divine power, to the source from where all of us have come, from where the universe have come. The universe is vast. It has no limits, physical limits, and it has no end, beginning and end. And you are a part of it. You are also endless. You will never, only things change form and things. But whatever form and thing the God has given you, the destiny and nature has given you, love it. You will find beauty in yourself. Find beauty in yourself. See yourself in the mirror, and you will find you have beautiful hair, beautiful forehead, which contains a beautiful brain. You are seeing very beautiful things. Oh, so you are listening. You can listen to beautiful songs and beautiful sweet things, right? Your heart is beating and beating for loved ones. And if you have lost your loved one, you will find new loved ones. People will love you. You love people. You put the seed of love in the people. Put the seed of faith, the hope, and purpose in your life. So, I will not go into statistics, but I will tell you that you can build a mental muscle to feed not only the tendencies to do suicide, but to face difficulties in your life. Just like we have physical muscle, like I have some muscle, but if I have to be a wrestler or to be weightlifter, I have to exercise daily. And I have to healthy. I have to walk daily or jog daily, or do some aerobics or exercise or dance daily, so that I have a healthy heart. Similarly, if you want to have a healthy mentality, and so you don't fall into these dark traps of depression and anxiety and tendencies for suicide, then you have to build your mental muscle. So by for building your mental muscles, you can take the help of, for example, meditation. So meditation means meditating on your own self, detaching yourself from the world, coming to yourself, feeling yourself, that you are from the head to the toe, feeling your own body, that yeah, you have this your body and I have this body. I am breathing. Focus on your breath. Bring your thoughts to yourself. Feel the joy, feel the joy and happiness of being yourself. So this is meditation. This is yoga, to be concentrated, to be focused on yourself. You be focused on the happiness, on joy, on truth, on beauty, on love. And this will come and flow into your life. Now, some people, when they have difficulty, they bounce back. Others find difficulty in bouncing back. Life will knock you down, will give you challenges. There will be personal failures and setbacks. There will be sudden, unexpected changes, and there will be very bad changes. But you have to rise and come back, bounce back by resilience, by stamina, and by strong, confident mind. And that you can build on daily basis. So when you cannot control a situation, but definitely you can control yourself, you can control your thoughts, you can regulate your emotions. Don't see the world through the lens of emotions, because you will find a distorted image of the world. Emotions find the facts. Focus on facts. Focus, understand your emotions. Why you are getting angry? You are unnecessarily getting angry. Why you are feeling sad? Maybe you are unnecessarily feeling sad. These emotions may not be true. Which you think you are, it is true. It is not true. Why you are getting depressed? There is no need to be depressed. There are so many good things in your life. Focus and be grateful to what you have in your life. Whatever you have is sufficient. Even a small seed can grow into a big tree. The universe, they say, it has expanded from a point, from one atom, has atomic energy in it. You can see mc square. Einstein gave us the formula of mass converted to energy. So c square, velocity of light, mass into velocity of light square. You know the velocity of light. That much energy. You are a big body, a big brain. You have billions of neurons, which are every neuron is like a computer. So if you make them computer towards sadness, towards anxiety or depression, that may go deep into that. But feed them joy, happiness, hope, a purpose in your life, a purpose to help others. When you help others, you help themselves. So do not, respond in a bad way. Do not be complaining. Do not arrange pity parties or call somebody to tell them this and that and be pitiful, because it will rob away your mental strength. Your mental strength lies within you, within your thinking, within your heart. Every day, do something which you find difficult to do. For example, you think you cannot run, you cannot have cover 5,000 or 10,000 steps. You cannot write a page of what you think. You cannot write a journal. You cannot read a chapter of a book. So you cannot cook. You cannot paint. Whatever you think you cannot, and do that thing every day. Maybe a small thing. And if you have to achieve, don't collect too many things to do at a time. One small step at a time about what you want to do. Small is less is more. So when you do small things, small steps you take, you go miles. When you achieve small things, you achieve very big things eventually. So fear, don't have fear. Whenever you feel fear, bring the light of the divine into your life, because we are connected to the divine. We are connected to our inner self, where there is God, where there is nature, where there is spirit, the strength. That heart is working every second. Look, look, we are breathing. Our machine is working. We can find strength within ourselves. And there is success beyond fear. Fear is the greatest impediment. It makes you more fearful, stressful. Don't fear. About good things, don't fear. Go ahead. Face the fear. You will win. And imagine most of the fears do not materialize in our life. The things we fear that they will happen, they do not happen. We just enhance our problems by fear and anxiety. Don't enhance your problem. Just find solutions. Everybody have come over many difficulties in one's life, and you also must remember those difficulties and how you came over successfully those life. They will be the lighthouses of the ship of your life. And those lighthouses in the dark places, in the dark hours, will guide you. Yes, this was the lighthouse where my ship harbored. And this will again, I will go into that direction. I will again make an effort, and I'll again reach the shore. I'll again reach my destination. Another thing which helps me also when you have difficulty or you have anxiety or depression is like what we call mantras, that is repetition. Like, for example, some motivational thing that my Guruji, my teacher, English and spiritual teacher, Shivnandan Bhardwaj ji, they used to write things, and he wrote that to me in a small slip. Every day, every way, every day, in every way, in every way. I am getting better and better. I am getting better and better with the grace of God. So I also Many times repeat this mantra. There are many other mantras, like in Hindus, there is Gayatri mantra. I also repeat that. So, that Gayatri mantra is to the magnificent God and great God and Creator, that, oh God, oh magnificent God, who has created this world, who is the giver, who has given us life and knowledge and happiness and pleasure and everything. Please guide us towards the right way of living. And I tell you, being anxious, being depressed, and trying to thinking of committing suicide is not the right way. It is not the right way for you. It is not the right way for your parents, for your loved ones, for the people who depend upon you, for the world from where you have taken, and you have to give back. The mother who fed you milk, not fed you milk for this thing, with love, kept you in the womb for 9 months. The teachers who taught you, not for this. Everything which the world has provided you, not for this. That is for that you grow, become a beautiful and strong person. Be strong. Don't be weak. In your weakest moments, in this, on this today, on this World Suicide Prevention Day, I am telling you, be strong. You have strength inside. Don't be weak. The weak people, this world is not made for the weak people. So be strong, gather your strengths, and eventually, if you feel you are not that strong, eventually, day by day, you will grow your strength. Everything grows. Grow your strengths. Be mentally strong. So uh, so one thing is, whatever bad has happened, that rotten and dead wood, you bury it. It will make you smart. Somebody has insulted you, somebody has hurt you. So mend your thoughts. Throw away the thoughts of hurt, of being insulted, or being defeated, or being less than others. So these thoughts are dead wood, rotten wood, because there is a future, and everybody can hope and work for a better future. So you reorganize your emotions and alter them. For you, happiness is a choice. Sadness is not a choice. Being going ahead, progressive is a choice. Acting is a choice. Being creative is a choice. Being destructive, destroying yourself, and destroying the world is not a choice. So don't be weak. Be creative. Be constructive. So be happy. Be strong. And never lose your temper. Try to. We lose temper, but make up your mind not to lose temper. Think about what the other person is thinking. If you become angry, think why you are getting angry. What is the perspective of somebody criticizing you? No, I wrote somebody, Dale Carney book I had read. So he says, best ways to learn is from the people who criticize you. If you listen to that criticism, so you will learn very good things in your life. So let them criticize you and listen. You may find the your mistakes, and you can avoid those mistakes and become a better and stronger person. You can become an achiever if you are not achieved so far. So there may be some mistake in you. Let the people give you the knowledge of by criticizing you. You, if they are criticizing, throwing stone upon you, so make the foundation of your own castle with those stones, even if they are unnecessarily criticizing you. Don't be angry upon that. Being angry doesn't mean anything to you. It will not help you. Don't lose your temper. And don't worry about things which are not in your control. Only thing you can do is things you can change yourself. You cannot change the world. You cannot change some things which are not in your control. So, for example, now something falls from the skies, from the space, on the earth. It's not in my control. So there is no point in worrying or there is not doing how to manage this situation. There are many situations, maybe every day, which are not in your control, but you have to accept that situation and try to find a solution to that situation. There is another way of building a muscle, mental muscle. That is in solitude every day, you have a quiet reflection about your problems, about your life, and the possible solution. And I tell you, every day when I get up in the morning, because I get up early, usually at 5 or so when the world is sleeping, and then good thoughts come to my mind, and automatically, without thinking, the solution to the problems, ongoing problems, they come to my mind, because at that time my mind is fresh and I am automatically reflecting upon the things, and I am in solitude. There is no distracting voices, even the traffic is not there, the noise of traffic, sound is not there, it's peaceful. So you must find a peaceful place and do that introspection and self reflection so that you can mend your thoughts, you can find solution to your problem. uh, Gratitude about every day when you get up and when you sleep and whenever you find time. Gratitude helps a lot. Like gratitude for today, my wife has given me company. I have gone around places and we have gone to our garden, picked up some flower I picked up for her, some fruits I picked up, and in the morning we went for a walk. Today was Sunday in the rose garden, public garden, and she cooked some very nice, delicious breakfast for me. And my staff worked for me. Patients came having faith in me. Somebody made electricity and the air conditioner is running and I am feeling cool, better, the temperature is regulated. There are so many things to be gratitude about the God who is giving me this opportunity to live another life. And there is a purpose for everyone's life. And today I am happy, I am thankful to God for my giving me the opportunity and ability to talk to someone who may be thinking of committing suicide, who is thinking that the life he must end or she must end. No, don't do it. You will find a better life. Definitely, for sure. Because be happy in whatever you have. Less is more. The people who have nothing have everything. Who have everything, sometimes there's so much worry or losing something, everything, that they lose their mental peace. If you don't have anything, you can have mental peace. Even then, I've gone to Brindavan, where people are living in wooden huts and singing nice devotional songs, being very happy on the mud huts and all. So it's all your own attitude. You must work every day to gain physical health because only a healthy body contains a healthy mind and healthy brain and healthy attitude towards life. So you must monitor your exercise, alter the ways you exercise, you take your diet, and you sleep, and you behave with others, yourself. And if you behave well with others, if you take good exercise, give good exercise to your body, give sweet words to others, better behavior towards others, serve others, have a healthy diet, sleep well, you will find that your mind, your body, your relationships will become better and they will help you. Another thing which helps me also is having a memory of happy and joyful things. Like William Shakespeare said, a thing of beauty is joy forever. In poem Daffodil, he's thinking of flowers, daffodils. I don't know, maybe we are not getting an idea. There are different type of flowers in different places of world. So every flower is beautiful. You can find beauty in nature, beauty in flower, beauty in leaves, beauty in air and water flowing, air running, leaves moving. in birds, in animals, in the temperature, in heat, in cold, whatever you like. There is beauty in nature, in the stars, in the space, in the moon, in the rising and setting sun. So I, when I have some sad moments, I been to many places with time, but the best memory I find the Mount Abu Lake and hills around it. So I think, imagine that I am lying down on that Mount Abu Lake in peace, and I find peace and joy. So you must have had, everybody has had beautiful moments of joy in one's life. Like when, for example, you are with your girlfriend or boyfriend, your father was loving you, your mother was loving you. You are seeing a beautiful man or a woman and a very nice child, or an old man was giving you, blessing you, or you are, whatever, you are finding a beautiful moment in your life. You are getting married, you are on honeymoon, whatever. Keep those memories alive in your life in the video type. I also use those memories to enhance my joy rather than enhancing your worries, apprehensions, tensions, depressions. Enhance your happiness. Keep a memory bank of happiness and joyful events in your life. Be creative. So, like whatever I have studied from some books and some net from some net, but I am trying to add something into the literature, into something that may prevent my lecture of today will become successful, even if it motivates one person not to commit suicide. Because every life is precious, every life is unique. God has made everyone in a unique. You are sent to the world with a very definite mission, and that mission can be fulfilled only by you. So, my today's mission of now, today on the World Suicide Prevention Day, is to try to tell you that this is not completion of your mission. Your mission will complete when you will meet your natural end, and you should die in the battlefield of your life. The best people die in the battlefield of the life, fighting with the problems, fighting with the enemy. The problems are enemy. The wrong things are enemy. In Jainism, there is Omkar mantra, which is the Om Arihanto. Now, Arihant means killing the enemies. In Jains are non-violent people and taught non-violence. So I asked my one of my teacher who was teaching me Pali. Pali is even older than Sanskrit. He taught me a little bit of Pali. I said, why this Arihanto? Because Jainism doesn't. He said, no, kill your own enemies, which are uh, look, anger, more, which is attachment. If you get attached to the depression, to the anxiety, to the losses, then you feel lost. Mahatma Buddha said there is means sadness in the world, and there is uh, answer, solution to the sadness in the world. So that solution is non-attachment to you. Yourself attach the sadness on bad thing what has happened to you, to yourself, to your emotions, to your life, because they are gone. They have gone. They have become a dead past. Let them go away. Don't attach it to yourself. So be creative in your life every day. Try to think, try to paint something, to write something, to speak something which is creative, which maybe nobody has created. Do something, imagine something which is not imaginable. Draw something. I was drawing with my grandson, so he said, draw something unique. So I draw a bird with five heads and five necks. So I said, that can be a bird. So he also started drawing birds. He said, okay, Nanu, now maternal grandfather, draw something else. So I drew many things which are unimaginable. The development of science, the development of world is to go beyond imagination. You have to imagine what is not imaginable, unimaginable. You are just sticking on to what is gone, what has happened. That anybody could imagine. Anybody can get depressed. Anybody what can apprehensive or fearful. So, but that's not the question. You have not to, run away from the situation. You have to fight back and be creative. Find new solution. Be creative. Spend times with your loved ones. Find friends, good ones. Find your family. Be loveful and respectful to them, and they will definitely love you and respect you. So, uh, another thing is accept your mistakes, your shortcomings. Do not blame anyone else. Once you acknowledge your shortcoming, your mistakes, so then you can work so that you not repeat those and you can manage those because you can start anew. Like if I don't want to do something, if I say I will do it for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. For example, I was thinking whether I will be able to talk about not committing suicide. So I thought, okay, I will try, I will read and I will try. So when you do it for some time, for say 2 minutes or 5 minutes, then you will find that it is not that difficult as you thought it to be. Your thoughts will start getting oriented. Your work will start getting oriented. Your achievement will start, you will start getting achievement. You will start going toward goal of happiness and achievement. Right? Do it. Start doing it. Keep doing it with difficulty for 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then it will become smooth for you to do the things. Don't be rigid. This is the way I'm telling how to make your mental muscles. Be flexible. A rigid thing katak, breaks, but a flexible thing, it flexes and bounces back. And adaptability, adapt to the circumstances. And uh, you see, nobody in the world has without problems. You see, everybody has his own set of problems. So don't think you are the only one having problems. Uh, there is no dead end. No road has a dead end because the world is round. It again starts. The problem is never to a dead end. There is no dead end. The world is going in circle. The earth is round, so you can go again and you can start again. There is no dead end. The everything in the universe is going in circles. So you can find the next circle. And for anyone, life is not a bed of roses. You will have your pinpricks. Anybody will have the pinpricks and problems. So for anyone in the world, whosoever you think is very happy and successful person, the life is not a bed of roses. Rather, for those who are rich and successful, see, Bill Gates had a divorce. The person who manages Amazon had a divorce. Today, the Prime Minister of Canada had a divorce because they had problem, their own set of problem, like whom you have lived with happily, married happily, taken your vows, and produced children, and you thought that you are having divorce. So, well, they have some problem, and they found some solution into it because they thought that's their life goes on, right? They didn't commit suicide, so but they went on. Maybe the divorce was, to my mind, not an option. They could solve their problems and they could talk about it. So that's a different matter. Today we are talking of how not to commit suicide. That will be a different thing I will study and talk. Not to have divorce. So that I don't think by that lecture Trudeau will marry his wife again or Bill Gates will marry the same wife again, and I don't think they will forgive and forget the small things. I don't think so, but they can do that. That's an option. Mindfulness, self monitoring, self acknowledging, self correction. This is very important. You be mindful of your own thoughts. This is taught in Buddhism also. That mental formations and your own thought, your mind and brain is like a slate. Keep it clean. Don't let bad things, bad emotions of anger, of hurt, of frustration, of trying to harm someone, harm yourself, come into this plate. Keep it clean and draw very nice, beautiful things on it. Play music on this. Okay? So that is very important. Uh, because if you are facing difficulties, if you are having hardship, my father told that the saddest and most sad stories make the most sweet songs. That means your sad story which you are having, which is asking you to commit suicide, you bear it, confront it, act positively, and ultimately it will become a sweet song of your life. This is a challenge. God gives challenges, only problems to only those who can face it. Take your problems as a challenge. Climb this mountain of problems, and you will reach the top and see a beautiful valley of flowers. Let bygone be bygone, because this is not going to help you. So that's it. My talk for today. I hope if you like the talk, share it with your friends and with your relatives in your circle, because I have talked about this not only from literature, from my own thoughts and from my own experiences. And if by your sharing of this talk or listening to this talk, if even one person life is saved, that means I have, because God is to create, that God has created, I have helped the creation of God and in the running of the universe, that life is saved, that will do some good work. Everybody who survives, because nothing is good and bad. Thinking makes it so. Nobody is good and bad. The circumstances were made them so. So don't hate anyone. Love everyone. It is the circumstances who have made them so. If I am a surgeon, whatever I am a product of the circumstances of the world. I have been given so many things for the world. I am so much grateful to my parents, to my family, to my teachers, to the people of the world, throughout the world. I have traveled the world. I have worked in various places in the world, various places in India. People have had faith. I'm grateful to all. And so, from all these things, I will, on this World Suicide Prevention Day, I will say, don't do it, because just put your best foot forward and act, and you will solve all your problems, and you will have wonderful and happy days ahead. Now, subscribe to my channel and write good comments for this. Like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye. See you again.